Okay, so I decided to go live because there was a few things that we needed to talk about. Some new updates, which I'm sure a lot of people are aware of. There's a lot of things going on right now. They have told people now about if you're outside or outdoors past the curfew times, there will be a misdemeanor charge. You will be took to jail right then. You will get a misdemeanor charge, and it comes with 6 months of jail sentence and a fine of $1,000. So that's something that people need to think about. Being out past the curfew. So if you can't be outside or outdoors past that, also other people have said that helicopters are spraying in the areas, and there's been military helicopters spotted in several places. There's a lot of things going on in the skies. One of the main reasons I do believe they're keeping us probably inside, trying to keep all of everyone inside. And if you're not inside and they catch you, then you're going to jail. It's because they don't want us to see what they're doing. I do believe they've probably done came for a whole bunch of people. There is a lot more to what they're saying. Also, update, they said it's Harvey Weinstein or Weinstein, whatever, however you want to pronounce his name. He has been confirmed. He was moved to a New York prison and tested positive for it. There is other things coming up as well that people aren't aware of. I know a lot of people think that me and Logan are lucky because we're not in a home and we don't have to worry about them kicking the doors in and coming after us. But it's already once you get on that list, the blacklist, they're coming after you no matter what. They'll do whatever it takes to get to you. And I'm going to give it a minute for a few more people to come in before I talk about something else I was wanting to talk about. I'm not going to be live long, but there is a lot of stuff going on in our area. More and more and more people have been testing positive for it. They said that more people have died in this area as well. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Like our state is one of the states in red. Our county is in red. People are dying everywhere with this. And me and Logan have, some of our friends have tested positive for this. Hey, David. I know a lot of people do think that we should be glad that we're outside, but any moment that we get stopped, we're not going to get just talked to and get told to get inside. They're going to take you to jail. That's what they're doing. They're taking them to jail or to their military camps because they're releasing some prisoners, but other prisoners are coming in due to being out past curfew and all of that stuff, not to mention everything else that's going on. And for the people that don't believe in the coronavirus, it is real. It is. Like, a lot of people think it's fake. And why is people so scared? Well, it's not people that are scared. It's the government and it's all the states and everything like that are making people stay indoors. That are telling everyone, oh, you better not come out. Like, why at night is it worse than it is during the day? They're not telling us anything other than everyone needs to remain indoors. Some places are offering for children who are in school and eat 3 meals a day there. I mean, two meals a day there, that they can come to that school and they will give them food, as long as the child is with them. But if you are outside, if you have a home, there's no need for you to be outside. I know a lot of people are trying to flee and leave. They are setting up places on every state's line, like right at the state lines of other states, so other people cannot go and leave the state and go to another state. So that's another thing people need to be worrying about as well. I had to turn my phone off for a couple days because I had so many people making comments to me telling me that I was mentally ill. I needed to be put in a sane asylum. Somebody needed to help and speak with the doctor, not to talk to me, not to try to pray for me, just put me in a mental institution. I had others threatening me. I had a lot of things that was going on, and so I had to turn my phone off and deal with some of it. A lot of it is still going on through Facebook and still going on through email. I have gotten to talk to a couple of really sweet and nice people, but there's a lot of people that have called me a lot of names. And if you think I'm insane and I'm crazy, then you are nowhere near waking up. And let me tell you, once they've blacklisted you, no one's going to even notice that you're gone. And they make it where your family, nobody's around, nobody cares. And that's exactly what's going on. So right now, nobody's around, nobody cares if me and Logan are alive, if we're dead, whatever. All I can tell you right now is people need to really, really focus on not just doing everything that they can for themselves. So there's a page on it in California, but it's not just in California. It says that if you're out after curfew, the violation governor's code, and they call it Section 8665. This is just for the California. It is in all the other states. It's here. I've seen it. But if convicted, it's $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. So both. You don't just get one or the other. You get both. There is so many things going on. A lot of people are questioning. A lot of people have been sent and like emails, been told to go to the government's website for their state. And a lot of people said that they are in the state of martial law. And thank you, David. A lot of people don't realize just how bad this is without it even starting anything yet. There's a lot of things that haven't started yet. People don't realize that. Now, there is a couple of things that people don't realize is even going on. And hold on, I can't do that. It won't let me while I'm doing this. Sorry, guys. I'm hotspotting, so it won't let me do anything else. Like I said, they are doing it, though. I mean, people see it and hear people talk about it and don't think it's true. I've seen it with my own eyes. And a lot of other people have, too. I mean, so that's why I was telling everybody, I don't know why they're doing it, but now I know. It's because it's breaking a law now. If you are out past curfew, they're going to come and just pick you up and take you. Now, I don't think these people are getting took to jail. I don't know. They might be. I think they're being took somewhere else. Yeah, we are on lockdown. Oh, yeah, we are. We're on massive, massive lockdown. Like, it's getting to the point to where we're about to start seeing the beginning. This ain't even started yet. A lot of people think, oh, it's starting right now. Yeah, it's starting, but it ain't even started yet, if that makes sense. Like, when it starts, it's going to be bad, bad. And that's why they're getting so prepared for it. And they don't want you to leave your state. They don't want you to go to another state. They don't want you to go to another friend's house. They don't want you to do anything. So they're trying to put patrol cars, military personnel at borders, at those toll bridges, everywhere. Now, I've been looking into a lot of different things over the last couple of days. Sorry, guys, it's been really cold and it hasn't stopped raining here at all. It's been bad, like thunderstorm. It's been bad. Okay, so like I said, Harvey Weinstein's got it, but I mean, that's just something, another, famous name to add to it. There's a lot of famous people that keep getting it, but we know that they're not going to die from it. So in my state, the governor has ordered for restaurants, bars, everything to be closed except for takeout and delivery. So here for food, all there is takeout and delivery. There's no restaurants that's going to be open for you to go in and eat or anything like that. They're telling people to avoid personal travel, not to go outside of our city. Uh, there's more, trust me, there's a lot going on. And you still have the war going on over there too, in Iraq and Afghanistan, all the places. And then we got the leader over there in China is trying to act like one of our soldiers, an American soldier, had it and brought it over there and passed it on. And then we got Trump making speeches every day, and like 4 or 5 times a day, and he is calling it the Chinese virus. But I did show the video where 2 Chinese people in a Canadian lab had mutated this virus and made it what it is, and they sent it to China. And that is how this got out. It was a bioweapon. They can say whatever they want. A lot of us have already seen it. We already know the truth. There are several people thinking this is just a big thing to freak people out and scare them so they can control everything. Control the sale of things, control what time you go to bed, when you can leave your house, what you can do, where you can go, the sporting events, what's on TV. And a lot of people think that, and the numbers are fake, and that all is fake. But the virus is real, and it is spreading crazy. But what's putting the fear in people is the government shutting everything down and putting people in their homes and doing everything. But at the same time, our government is using this as an opportunity to show us how much power they actually have and what they can do to us. There was one person in the United States that got a vaccination for it was a vaccination for the COVID-19, but it just said one person took it. And it didn't say if it worked or anything. It just said only they had already started testing on people. So they might be taking these people outdoors. You don't ever know. They might be picking up the people that's been outside, taking some of them and testing things on them, taking some of them to the camps, taking some of them to jail. They could be doing a bunch of different things with them. So you can't pinpoint where everybody's actually getting transported to and took to. People are walking around shopping every day and believe that it's just another flu. Yeah, a lot of people say it's just like the flu or pneumonia, and they'll say there's nothing going to happen to you unless you have an underlying condition. Um, COPD, asthma, anything like that is bad. Yeah, I know. Trump said it would be over a year before they would actually be able to probably make some kind of vaccine. But there was one that somebody got shot with. I don't know. Yeah, I usually do read the Jerusalem Post. It is a good place to get some information. So, yeah. There is so much going on. In the meantime, while all these people are doing all of the 18-month lockdown, yeah, yeah. There's been a few times he said, "Oh, it's going to probably be until August, July," or he'll say, "School, right now here we know our schools are not going to be open until like the 1st of April," but they're saying as far, as long, like we don't know if they will be able to go back April 1st, but for now, all we know is it's going to last that long. Also, Trump, somebody excuse me, somebody else is saying if Trump does not act on the coronavirus outbreak, more people are going to die. There's been a huge increase of people dying, and we all know that. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. There's been people falling left and right. There was a little news clip I was watching on my phone, and they were showing people standing in line to go in and buy toilet paper. And while they were showing the people standing in a line, one of the people in line just collapsed, and then they took the camera and started showing inside really quickly. Now, so everything here is supposed to be closed. Like you can't go in and eat. You have to have it delivered, or you have to like go in and pick it up, like take out at a window or something, is what they're saying. And Walmart is closing here at 6. Other places, I think they closed at maybe 9 or 10. I don't know. I don't know what exact time our curfew is. Yeah, the Spanish influenza. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying that that's the deadliest, and they're acting like it still is. We don't know how big this could be because of how much they're hiding from us and how much they want to control us. So, them taking and closing everything down and making everyone stay inside, and the people that aren't, they're taking them to jail. It's hard to tell, honestly. So other stores are closing unless it's like Walmart or something. People are buying out. Like, I don't know why people are just buying toilet paper. Right now, we shouldn't be greedy at all. People don't need to be going out and buying mass amounts of things. I know people are scared, but you should have already prepared for something to happen. I mean, it's just something a lot of people have already been doing. A lot of people have already stocked up on water and what they could do if something happened. And I'd say one of the next things they might try to do is probably something like a power outage. Now, there are a lot of other things to come, and we know this. This is not, like I said, this is the beginning, but it's not the beginning yet because it's going to start getting bad. And when it does, it's going to get bad pretty quick. I guarantee they probably already went and started taking people out of their homes because there's a lot of things that people don't really know that I can't really talk about on here, that I know for a fact that they're going to go door to door and take people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Italy is suffering really bad too right now. A lot of places are. It talks about they're trying to get people to start saving their money and all of this stuff for for everything going on, and that it's the smartest thing to do. Now, while everybody hasn't been looking or anything, I mean, the self-driving cars have came out. They've got self-driving Uber cars. They have flying cars, which which I'll have to redo a video on that. It's not up anymore. That channel's gone. They've got all this stuff going on. And let me tell you something. I don't know if the rest of you have been having this happen or not, or if it's just in this area, but my ears have been popping nonstop. And like, someone called me the other day and it rang. Like my ears was ringing bad. It was almost unbearable. Thank you, David. And I know that there's only 3 people that I was able to give my number to because the other people I don't remember their numbers. But there's a lot of people that contacted me on my Facebook. I never put my Facebook on here, let alone my number, but there's my email. And if you look, my Facebook is out there. I need to redo all of this stuff, but the only reason I'm going to have to redo it is just because of basically large amounts of trolls. Yeah, he does. He does. But there's a lot of people do need help. And I'm not talking about just me, I'm talking about a lot of people out there. There's so many people that are on the streets and that are going to get picked up during this time and took to God knows where. So we need to remember them and keep them in our prayers. A lot of people are becoming greedy, going out buying all the toilet paper and all the water and saving all their money for something that they're never going to be able to probably spend that money on anything, because I guarantee before we come out of this, we'll probably be a cashless society with a cashless society with everything digital. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that's going to be a lot different, and people don't understand that. I mean, why go out and gorge yourself whenever other people clearly need the help? So many people need it. Like, I'm not talking about me, but there's so many people that are out and about. Like in California, I guarantee they're going through. And see, that's what I was talking about. I said this is going to allow them to take out the old people, the people that are sick and that they see as weak. And now, if you're outside past curfew, you're going to be arrested. That takes away the homeless. Now, they also have an article, which I'm going to have to do a video to show it to you because a lot of people don't think it's true. But it talks about how they put the coronavirus and meth and other drugs that people are addicted to. So they're trying to get rid of the drug users as well. So the homeless, the drug users, and the weak people that they think are old or have some type of underlying condition. Yes, I agree, David. It does. It crushes him. And me and Logan haven't been feeling very well. That's all I'm going to say on here about it. I'm not going to talk about it on my YouTube channel really about it, because I don't think that a lot of people should know. Yeah, I've been on my knees. That's the thing. You have to be on your knees. You have to completely be open and surrender to everything, to surrender to Him. Yeah, we will. Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, please protect everyone against all this stuff, all the bad viruses that's going around, all of the military helicopters above us, all of the things they're spraying out. Please put a hedge and protect all of us that are out here trying to do your work and trying to teach others about you. Lord, please just help those who are homeless with underlying conditions and anyone who has any kind of addiction, because that's who's being targeted right now. You know, we know that if it's supposed to be, then it will be, because it is your will. And so, Lord, please just help us figure out what we need to do and what our places need to be and what your will is for each and every one of us, and how we can help and how we can push forward through this. Lord, please let none of us be took away and swept away, so we can remain to do your will and your work and bring more people to you before this crazy mess gets worse. We know that you have your hand on us, and that if we pray and ask, that you can protect us through anything. All we have to do is ask you
and open up our heart and our soul to you. And we know that our life is in your hands. So please, Lord, just take care of everyone else and help us wake up some people, or at least bring them to you before it's way too late. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Oh, that's okay, Brian. I'm talking about just in general, everyone needs help, even if it's a $5, $10 to anyone that's outside right now. Like I said, right now, they are targeting the old people, people that they see as weak, old or veterans, people with underlying conditions, which Logan has a couple of them, and I have who knows how many. But anyways, an underlying condition, any kind of pre-existing condition, anything like that, and the homeless people. So the virus takes care of the old people, the conditioned, all of that. And then if you're out past curfew, you get took to jail for 6 months or to their military camps, wherever they would decide to take you, and all this other stuff. Exactly. Exactly. And there's so much right now that people don't even realize that doing all of this stuff, and then, like Trump's been going on about the tent city, and now the tent city, they can't be quarantined to their tents or sleeping on a sidewalk. They're going to take them all. And right there fixes a lot of the homelessness problems, because nobody can go indoors. And I think it's sad. And I mean, it's not just me and Logan, it's sad for everyone, because right now, all the places shutting down. I know a lot of people have lost their jobs. People are going to lose their homes. People are going to become more homeless. There's going to be so many homeless people due to this as a huge crisis. And what are they going to do? They're going to freak out too. And what's going to happen to them? They're going to have to start worrying about being indoors at a certain time, where they're going to go. But a lot of people have family and friends they can go to. We don't. But like I've said, it only takes one paycheck to get you homeless. Like, you could be gone for just them. Like, you could leave your work, not get paid, or whatever. A lot of people think that they're going to just start sending checks out to everyone in America, and they're just going to live off of these checks. No, that's not what's going to happen. They say it's like, it adds up to like $9 trillion, but I guarantee there's certain things you have to meet before they'll send it to you. Here, Logan. Yeah, that is, yeah. Yeah, and the ID, yeah. The new IDs, the 2020 IDs, yes. A lot of people are not even realizing how much all this is. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, it's constantly raining outside, and it's really been chilly, and my shoes have been soaked, and our clothes have been soaked, and everything for days and days and days. So I apologize. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that can't get by, that are struggling to get by, and then there's people that have money, and they're going out and getting all of this supplies for just themselves and hoarding. So like, you could have like 5 or 6 packs of toilet paper, and they'd go out and buy more, and then they're hoarding their money whenever they could be doing something to help other people. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are struggling right now to pay their bills. A lot of people can't help anybody. They can't do nothing. Can barely even go out and afford another pack of toilet paper. So I agree with that completely. It's horrible. Exactly, David. That's what I've been praying for. I've been praying for it so bad, because it's hard. It gets harder and harder every day. Just living and seeing the world get worse and seeing everything just falling apart. Everything is just hanging on by a thread, and it's hard to watch people suffer at a magnitude such as this. I mean, it's getting really, really bad, and a lot of people aren't even looking or seeing it. They're not showing anything on the news. You got to dig to really find it. They're trying to keep everyone from getting, a lot scarier than they are, but they're already scared. I mean, whenever they stop the schools and stop the food and stop the stores and laying people off, everybody's getting scared.
They're scaring people without coming out and saying it. Yeah. They're not coming out and being like, be scared. They're cutting everything down.
Yeah, that's what's
that way. Our natural instincts to be scared.
Yeah, that's why they've got us. That's why they've gotten so many people scared. Yeah.
It's worse than the virus.
But if you know your Bible, then you know what's about to happen, and you know what's coming, and you know that this is the stage. We're in one of the stages now, and to start seeing the stages. But you gotta put yourself in the Bible and read it and stay into it and keep reading it and keep praying and stay in prayer with Him. He is your best friend. I mean, you can talk to Him and tell Him anything and pray and ask Him for anything. I know, it's like nobody knows how to live without toilet paper. Me and Logan was living in the woods forever, and then in a car. You can go without toilet paper, guys. Overpricing toilet paper. People are so greedy. They actually figured out that the virus was, it actually came out in November. I know. Nobody wants to talk about it. Even the people that ain't believers and, don't think the coronavirus is that bad. I've seen a lot of young people get it, and they say, oh, well, only the people that are weak will die. That's not completely accurate, guys. You could be sick and not know it. Yeah, and people are not getting this either. If they tested positive for it and they were quarantined and showed no side effects, it showed nothing, no indication of being sick, whatever, or they got it and got over it and they're on to phase 2, it doesn't matter. They have been released to the public and now they're a carrier and they're passing it on and passing it on. People are not understanding this. Once they have it, they're going to keep it until they create this vaccine. And people, they've got them so scared, people are going to run to go get this vaccination. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. Like, people don't understand. People don't realize that no matter what, it's going to keep spreading until they do this vaccination and get people so scared. Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. They don't care. They would rather run out and go wherever they want and just keep spreading it other than just stay at home. But see, that's another thing. People that just stay at home, it doesn't matter because if you have it, it's all over every surface that you've touched, everything you've been around. So you have to keep cleaning it. And if other people come around, then even whenever you get better from it, you still have it. It's still in your system. You can still pass it on. There's a lot more getting ready to happen over there. We all know that. We all know that. And the way that this 5G is going, people are not even putting all of this together. The coronavirus, the self-driving cars, the human enhancement, the virtual reality,
the designer babies and the 5G, how all this is coming together, and it's all coming together because that's how they done it. Soon we will be a cashless society. It's getting there. It's getting there quick, and a lot of people don't understand that and don't care. I'm using a hotspot right now on my laptop. For some reason, it's not letting this thing ain't letting me hardly do anything on it, but I'm going to keep trying. But I am going to get off of here. I just wanted to get on here and update everybody on a few things. And they say that there is a huge meteor. It's like 182 feet long or something like that. It's about to skim the earth, and it'll do it tomorrow. That's another thing that came out in the news today. And of course, there's been several announcements. Like always, there's so much more going on than they're telling us. They tell you to check your local government website to see what's going on in your area. Yeah, being quarantined. Yeah. See, that's just like on all the cruise ships, what they did was they kept them all on the ships, and there was so many people on the ship that so many more people got it, and then they let them off, and then they spread them. They spread it where they went. Just like they knew that the virus broke out in November, and they still let people come and go from Wuhan and spread it. They were aware of this virus in November. They turned around and tried to say it was in December, but no, it was in November. And they said, oh, one of the doctors was trying to do something and he died due to the coronavirus. That was the doctor that was trying to sound the alert, and he was assassinated as well. Hello, Queen Princess. So there's a lot of things going on, and we all just need to be prepared. Keep praying, stay in our prayers, and if you can help somebody, help them. If you can give somebody, I don't know, apparently a roll of toilet paper is worth $1,000 today. Who knows? If you could just, help somebody, anybody, try to, because this is not the time to be greedy. You shouldn't be greedy in these times, because we are like in the end times. Probably won't see many more government making, I don't know, there's a lot of places are in martial law right now, and a lot of people just aren't aware of it. Yeah, I know. I don't think I would go and tell a hospital or anyone that I had that virus, because they are doing a lot of things to people with that virus. And like the live I did, and I was showing you the trials, that they are doing that to a lot of people, injecting them, trying to find a vaccination, trying to do whatever they can. Who knows? They're probably just messing with them. You know that all the stars like Tom Hanks has got it, Harvey Weinstein's got it, Vice President's got it. A lot of people have been found with it. You know that these people are not going to die from it. So just don't be greedy right now. I would not want to be seen as greedy right now in God's eyes with everything that's going on. Just be nice to others. Try to talk to people and wake everyone up, as many people as you can. If you can't wake them up, at least lead them to, the Lord, because that's our main goal, is to lead them to Him. Maybe a lot of people believe that this lockdown, this shutdown, is going to wake a lot of people up. A lot of people are starting to believe that, and I hope it is true, because most people right now, the only thing they can do is just get on YouTube and start going down rabbit holes. I hope that happens, and I pray that a lot of people start seeing the truth.
We'll have many mansions in heaven.
If you heard, Logan, we'll have many mansions in heaven.
There won't be no coronavirus.
And no coronavirus, he says.
Yeah, exactly. It does. David said, "Amen." Yeah, it really does. You got to pay it forward, and you got to help everybody you can, even if you just read them a Bible verse, give them, just hug them. Well, not hug them because everybody's so worried about the coronavirus, but just
Blow them a kiss.
blow them a kiss. I think blowing a kiss is still you blowing your air at them. That would, yeah. Put on a mask and blow them a kiss.
There you
But you need to be seen as not greedy, not selfish, willing to die and give up for anything and for your salvation. I'm hugging. It's amazing the things that people come together for, and we all need to be seen coming together. And I mean, guys, we're not going to be able to take anything with us when we go, and we're about to go. So why be seen with anything? Why not give it all away? I barely have but a bag full of things, and I'd give it away. Shoot it, lighten the load. I wouldn't have to carry it all. But there is a lot of things that people are in need of, and it's not just toilet paper. You can go without toilet paper. I'm sorry, you just can. People need to get over that. Go live out in the woods, and you tell me that you need toilet paper. I'm sorry. And another thing, if you're worried about toilet paper, go to one of the restaurants that are doing takeouts or drive-through. Go in there and get you some paper towels and just load up on those little hand towels, those hand paper towels. I mean, my goodness, it's not that hard to find a thing to use to wipe your butt. People need to get over that. Do you want to be seen as the person hoarding the toilet paper when you die that wouldn't give anybody none and wasted all your money on it? I mean, a lot of people ain't even thinking about it like that. I mean, what if something happens and, all I know it's not going to, but, all of a sudden everything's lifted and all the toilet paper is restored. And you're the only one in your house with 10 packs of toilet paper. David said, "Love you, Logan, my brother."
Love you too.
I don't know if he can hear you. He said he loves you too. Yeah, I know. I hope enough people will protect themselves and others so that we won't end up with mass deaths. Well, apparently here there's already been a lot of deaths. There's been a lot of people die in my area from this. So, it's not just old people. He said he can hear you great.
Cool.
That's funny. But that's one thing I wanted to talk about was how they've been weeding out the weak, and now how they've entered the new law about taking the people off the streets. If you're found outdoors after the curfew, you will be charged, put in jail for 6 months, charged $1,000 fine, and I don't know if you'll go to jail, guys. You'll probably go to a military camp or something. And I just wanted to talk to people about that because they're getting rid of the weak, they're getting rid of the homeless, and then they're putting the coronavirus and the meth and other drugs. So just watch out because they're taking care of the weak, the homeless, and the addicts, and that just leaves the vulnerable. It's even taking out a lot of younger people. It actually said in a thing I read today was people in their 30s in my area from 30 to 50 were getting it and dying. Yeah, but it said that it was 30 and 65, he said, that were getting it and dying. Yeah, I know, right? They're getting robbed whenever they take the toilet paper to their car. It's like, are you stupid? People are just, I wish people would quit being selfish, quit being greedy, because that's not what he wants us to do in this time. Yeah, there are certain things that we need, but I'm sorry, whenever you think of prepper material and having to flee and having to go to the wilderness or having to live off the land, yeah, you think a couple rolls of toilet paper, but you don't think I'm going to go buy 5 or 6 dozen packs of toilet paper, take that with me. That's too much to haul. That's not on your prepper list. I mean, water, yeah, I see a lot of people getting a lot of water, and yeah, that is one of the main things. And bread. A lot of places here are out of bread. There's a lot of places out of bread, sandwich meat, and toilet paper. Now, and water. But let me tell you right now, sandwich meat's not going to last long if they cut the power or if you have to flee from your home. So, sandwich meat is kind of a bad idea as well. You're going to want to stick with any kind of like canned vegetables, beans, rice, stuff like that. And a lot of people aren't realizing that. Just think about it. I mean,
Pardon me.
yeah, potted meat. I said anything canned, like potted meat, Vienna weenies, peanut butter, stuff like that. Stuff like me and Logan have to try to get. You got limitations on meat here? Only one? Yeah. See, like potty meat, you can put that on bread. I know it's bad. It's not that great, guys. But me and Logan, sometimes we have to do what we have to do. You even with if you get the pop lids on the ravioli and spaghettios and stuff, you can pop the top on that. You can eat those cold. It's not good, but you can eat those cold. There is there's canned ham, spam. You can have that too. Use it on bread. If you get bread, if you don't have bread, you can wrap it in some aluminum foil, put it on a fire, or just take a lighter, heat it up just a little bit. You don't even have to heat it up. You can eat it cold or you can heat it up. It's up to you. There's so many different things that you can use and so many different kind of things that people should be looking at to prep with and prepare for instead of toilet paper. Now, there is other things like me and Logan, we could do a whole thing talking about it because we're homeless and we have to do it. We know what things you have to do, what you have to use, what you really need, what the essentials are. Just like having shampoo and conditioner. You might not have running water, but you have that. You can. Well, not now, but you used to be able to go into a bathroom, wash your hair in a sink, or and kind of like what we call it here. I know it sounds horrible, but around here it's called a whore bath, and you just take a wash rag or paper towels and you put some soap or shampoo on it and you wash yourself off.
Find you a river.
Or a river or a lake. Right now it's a little too cold to do that though. 5-gallon bucket and an old sock, yeah, that works too. If you have the luxury of having a 5-gallon bucket and a sock. We don't have anything like that. But little things work, and there's little ways of rigging things. They said that, if you actually get in the Bible and you read, it talks about, how we're going to have to try to make it through this. And, I mean, a lot of people are having visions and dreams right now. This is the time, and it talks about, whenever he's about to come, we're all going to know. He'll give his people dreams and visions, and we'll all see things. We'll all know that his approach is he's coming. It's so close, and get feelings and see things, and that's just how he kind of speaks to some of us. I think we all get spoke to differently with him. Yeah, I know. My battery's usually about an hour long. It's okay if it don't last. Like, it's not that much, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. I don't need it for nothing else. I just usually use this thing to go live anyways. But it's been a few days since me and Logan have been able to walk and make it very far. I think I got a blood clot in my foot and up the back of my leg. So I've been trying not to put a lot of weight on my legs. It started swelling out, and it's up the back of my calf too. So I think I got some blood clots. I mean, my dad had them, and people say you can inherit them. I showed them to a couple of people, and they told me it looked like blood clots. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Now I'm going to go, guys, just because I don't want this thing to power down while, before I say bye to y'all. But I will be keeping all of you in my prayers. And like I said, if you can't wake someone up, at least lead them to the Lord. That's all you need to do. We need to try to all come together and talk, unite, and become friends, become one, and become open with Him and allow Him to show us things that we don't know that are getting ready to come, and have things be showed to us for reasons that not all of us need to. A lot of us won't understand, but the way He shows us things, He'll show it to us so we can understand it. Yeah, I pray for all of y'all. Prayers for everyone. And don't worry about toilet paper, guys. That's the least of your worries right now.
Ain't no dirty butts in heaven.
Ain't no dirty butts in heaven. Well, Logan said it. Logan said it. Well, ain't no dirty butts in heaven. Yes, exactly, David. Hello, Bill. Oh, Bill, I had to turn my phone off for a day or two because I was getting a lot of trolls, people saying that I needed to be put in a mental insane asylum, that I needed to seek professional help. I needed a doctor, and then I had others, death threats, stuff like that. So I turned off my phone to try to avoid some of it, and then I changed my number. So if you will personal message me or something, I can send you my number, Bill. But I can't. I don't know what number was yours, but I will give you my number if you want me to, Bill. I had to turn it off, and I mean, it's still coming on Facebook, but I've just been kind of blocking out Facebook a little. But I know trolls happen. I've had to deal with them for about 2.5 years on here now. So I am praying for all of you, and I pray that everyone comes and figures out not to be greedy and not to worry about the toilet paper, that we need to, okay, all right, thank you, Bill. We need to learn that there's so many people right now that are in danger of all of this stuff, because I mean, if you're found outside, they're either getting took to a military camp, FEMA camp, or they're getting took to jail. And we all need to try to keep them in our prayers. I mean, at least just pray for them, but don't be greedy about things that are happening, and don't be greedy about toilet paper. Don't be greedy about the water. I mean, there's other things that we need to survive right now. Yeah, David, they are. But I'm going to get off of here before my battery dies. And I just want to say I'm praying for you all. Thank you all for coming and talking with me and keeping me company and listening to what I had to say, and giving me your input and everything. I really appreciate it. And may God bless all of you. And you will all be in my prayers. And Bill, if you do want to email me, I think I might have an email from you. I can email you my number. I'm sorry. There's just been so much going on. Yeah, good night to everyone. And when I say I'm going to pray for you, I do, because saying you're going to pray for somebody, that's a big thing to me. Oh, thank you, Breezy Days. Oh, I say put the armor of God on, and then God's got your back. Good night, everybody, and May He be with you, and may everyone find peace tonight and be able to sleep if you can. And I'll just pray that a lot of people get protected and don't get this. And pray for those who have, like, I'm not talking about just me and Logan. I'm talking about all of the homeless people that can't go in and that could get picked up at any point in time after curfew and go to jail. Keep them in your prayers as well with us. And I'll try to see y'all tomorrow night if I can. God bless you all. Good night, guys. Yes,